This video is from my MoonBoard climbing session last Tuesday, which was the 11th of November. I'm starting out on one that I've been working for a few weeks. I actually had a much better session on this the following Saturday, where I was sticking that move there every time. Bit of a spoiler for you now, how this one's going to go on this video, but there you go. Overall, I'm quite enjoying working this one. So here I'm just trying to work out exactly the positioning I kind of want to get in. So I think I had my elbow in on the previous attempt, which didn't work for me because I couldn't then pull down. So here I'm going for it again. And didn't quite hold it. Even attempting to go for that move in isolation wasn't working this time round. So it was around about this point I think I started to realise this climb wasn't going today. Or that day. I should probably have got a clip of it, but that right handhold I'm going to, you need to get your fingers into it just right and over towards the back. Decided to give it one more go before changing it. This is one that I've done all of the moves to, I just haven't been able to put it all together yet, which is kind of annoying. That wasn't working, so I've changed over to a different one. I don't think I tried this one before. No, I hadn't. I decided, since I wasn't getting very far on my actual project, that I didn't record any of for this video, because I made no progress on it, but I decided to drop down to some V4s and just get a bit of volume climbing in and practice. This one's a nice set of moves. I reckon I could probably do this one a bit faster actually, I might have tried doing that. And I really ought to have flashed that. My fingertips caught the hold but didn't latch onto anything, so that dropped, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, I think next time I get a board session I'm going to go and try to do this one a bit faster and smoother. Second go. This did feel a bit smoother this time round. And then there's the top. I reckon I can tighten that one up a bit. This one, I did not look at the grade when I changed it. I didn't realise I still had V5s in the range because I changed the range down for what grades I was looking at on the app. These are all benchmark problems, which means they've been actually, the grade has been accepted as that's what the grade is for that climb, pretty much universally. But this I thought was pretty hard for a V4, and it turns out that that's because it's actually a V5. But still a solid effort on it. The match start on this isn't the worst, but isn't the best. And then throwing that right hand, that first right hand hold, doesn't have a whole lot to it. Going for it this time round, I decided to change my beta a little bit for the top section because it was a bit of a reach. I thought rather than desperate throw, I'd try and get a more controlled final move on it. So here we go again. Left hand's pretty decent, that right hand's pretty decent. The next left isn't too bad. And then this is where I made the change. Got my right foot up higher there. Got the right hand on nice, which worked great. That didn't. Right as my left hand was closing on the top there, the right hand just flew off. So rested a bit and went for it again. Pretty happy with my beta, so I stuck with it. And that right hand hold is terrible. I didn't know whether I needed to move through that section a little bit faster or shift my body positioning a little bit. But that hold is more of a sloper than anything. These moves actually took quite a lot of effort. I think by this time I'd actually realised what grade I was climbing. But I could tell I was tiring. I think I'd probably done a dumbbell workout beforehand as well. But this coming into the right hand here, I knew I didn't have many goes left on this because my precision was pretty much gone, which happens with fatigue. Here's one more shot at it. There we go. Straight off again. I changed to one last climb. I think I may have done this one before. It has a similar start to a couple of others I've done. Well, this is pretty much where I realised that I was done for the session. Because really I ought to have got this one. Anyway, that was the end of the session. So thanks for watching, and I'm sure there'll be another one.